Hi, it's Larry here, Xbox Live's Major Nelson, down here in San Francisco for the Division 2 preview event. Now, we're going to talk to Julian Garrity, who is the creative director for the Division 2, but first, I have something to reveal. It's this guy right here. It is the Division 2 bundle, the Xbox One X version. Now, you get a full download of the game, including a trial of Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold. This thing is amazing. Now, the Division 2 is enhanced for Xbox One X, and Julian's going to tell us a little bit about that. Julian, thanks for joining us. Great to see you.
Thank you very much for having me.
First of all, we just announced this great Xbox One X, the Division 2 bundle. Tell us a little bit about what the enhancements are.
Actually, this is the first time I see the bundle, so it's a special
It's
moment.
special for both of us, everyone.
Xbox One X allows us to get the best out of the game, and that means 4K graphics, HDR, and really, this is the crispest version that we have on console.
Let's talk about the game. I want to talk about...
Yo, what's going on, guys?
It's
your boy
the base of operations is the White House. That's amazing.
Yes.
You guys
Tell
hear
us
me?
about that.
So we revealed that today
Yeah.
because basically the base of operations is your home. It is that location that you need to build up and that represents all of those features, upgrades, tools, skills, weapons that you're going to need to get. If there was one iconic location in Washington, D.C. that could represent that, it had to be the White House.
Right.
Washington has a diversity that New York doesn't have.
Hi,
Washington
Jalil.
has these wide open
Let me hop in your
spaces, has
Discord
these
real quick.
government buildings, but it has suburbs, it has commercial areas, it has nature. So there's a lot more things that we could do that creates a more varied space. And of course, that leads to a more varied experience, even in terms of gameplay.
Can you tell us about some of the activities we'll see as we're roaming the city?
So one of the things that we really wanted to improve on the first game is injecting more life, more dynamic events and activities for players to engage in.
Yo, Jalil, where are you at?
Leaned into
On Discord.
things like control points, which are strategic locations of importance. It could be a hospital, the corner of a hospital, the access to the medication, to the drugs that people need just to be able to survive through the night. That's going to become a strategic location of importance, not only for the civilians, but also for the factions. So you're going to have to take that back, and that will feed into the resources that the settlements need to survive.
What's going on, guys? Yo, I'm hyped for this shit. Maybe we see some new reveals, some Jotaro and Dio gameplay.
Okay.
When you do reach the end game, when you do take the capital back from the True Sons, there's a twist. And a brand new faction
Let me hop in
is
my
introduced
Discord.
into the world at Endgame. And just their introduction is a transformation of the world. They're injected into the open world and they invade every single main mission, giving you a brand new reason why to play them. At E3, we went up and we said, our commitment to our player base is to provide a whole year worth of free content. At least 3 episodes of a map extension, narrative content, new main missions, new modes, new maps, but every single episode will be packed with activities, rewards, gear, and weapons for our entire community for free.
That's fantastic. Tell us about specializations and how they factor into the end game.
At Endgame, you have a new threat, a new challenge, lots of new activities, so you're gonna need new equipment. What we've developed there
What's
is
good,
a whole
Coon?
new progression
Yo,
tree
what's
within
going on,
Endgame.
Jalil?
And those are defined
much,
by
bro.
specialization.
I just got out of
Chilling.
work.
Highlighted
Chilling
by
like a
decided
villain,
to
you know what I'm
stream
saying? I
this.
was gonna stream this shit,
That's
and then
a
my
choice
shit wasn't
of
popping, so
a
I
50
said,
cal sniper
nah,
rifle,
Chief, you ain't about to
a
fuck up my
crossbow
wave of
with
views.
special ammunition, arrows
Wait,
there,
what?
and a grenade
This is the
launcher.
first time I've
That
ever,
signature weapon
ever streamed like
really is
this.
just the start of a whole series
I don't know. I was
of
going like I was
your
all for
character
the streaming,
to
right?
deepen that
Yeah.
play
I'm
style.
about, you know, I'm about to take like
Julian, there's a lot going on for you and the team between now and launch, but what about folks at
I'll
home?
just leave it on grid.
So there are really 2
Yours.
dates that you need to keep in mind.
Okay.
February 7th, we start our
That
private
nigga
beta.
Griffin does not look
Now, to
interested
play,
at all.
you can pre-order guaranteed
Nigga
access,
looks
or you can
disappointed.
sign up on the Division's website for a
It's
chance
like,
to
man, what
play.
the fuck's
And
the
then
jump?
that heads into March 15th when the game actually launches.
Julian, thanks for your time and good luck on the launch.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so how do I make it so that I can make your voice a little higher than
As if I needed another reason to pick up yet another console. Now, you saw the Xbox One X bundle. You can also get the Division 2 Xbox One S bundle. So pick your favorite flavor. And don't forget, if you're watching this live on Mixer, you have a good chance, actually a great chance, of getting access to the Division 2 private beta that begins on the 7th. Just be sure you're logged in with your Microsoft account and check those Xbox Live messages to be eligible for the Mixpod. By the way, the demo.
So when is Jump Force coming?
Now, everybody loves new hardware, and I feel like we haven't seen Graham in a while. But
you say, wait, what?
I said, when is Jump Force coming?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
That's right, mate.
Yeah.
I am absolutely buzzing about this.
Not today, but next Tuesday.
Just pure red hot.
No, I mean, like, what are they gonna reveal today?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know they're revealing today. We're all pretty. Either they're gonna show the JoJo gameplay or they're gonna show new characters.
Now, it's a new teammate for our
Let me open my Max Kamakora.
Max Kamakora.
Vibrant red color. And
like
I know the
right?
design team actually chose this color specifically because it's got that high visibility pop to it. It also has these silver and dark red accents, some really cool metallic details that shimmer in the light, this awesome red metallic D-pad, and these cool dark red face buttons to tie it all together as well. And look, on the back, we've got those rubberized grips, which I love.
What's going on, guys?
No matter how sweaty things get. Plus, of course, it has built-in Bluetooth technology for Windows 10 PC.
Damn, that controller looks sexy.
It looks so
good. Straight.
So good, and personally, I love it.
Straight.
Perfect.
What?
My beloved Aberdeen FC's home kit. Come on, you Reds. And that's not all. Coming this spring is a matching Pro charging stand, which lets you easily charge any Xbox wireless controller and look good doing it. So Sport Red is available on March 5th. Pre-orders start today. But if you really can't wait, then head over to the Xbox Twitter account now for a chance to win one. Don't say I never give you anything. I'll look after this one for now. Don't tell you. Okay. Let's catch up with an Xbox game preview title that's ready for prime time.
Astroneer. Oh, so Jalil, you watching this, right?
Astroneer has been on an interstellar path to improvement in the Xbox game preview program, but now it's go time. That's right, we are clear for launch tomorrow. And in celebration of the game release
everybody's
system
streaming
era, the
this,
developers
bruh.
launched their own Astroneer perched atop what else? An Xbox
Everybody
One
and their
X.
mom.
Oh, yeah, I'm a fucking mod in Griffin shit.
That is 23 miles up. Mad, but awesome. So what about the game itself?
Yo, Griffin Station's live stream is popping.
Well, I think it's
man. Here's the thing, like high key, Griffin Station has like one of the best personalities, and this nigga's like, he don't say shit about nobody.
And as an Astroneer, you'll explore and reshape distant planets with
He sticks to himself, and he makes his content.
Vehicles, customized bases, and reform terrain as though it were lovely, soft, extraterrestrial clay. It's my favorite type. Astroneer will be adding some brand new gameplay at launch that will bring you to every planet, trying to unravel the mystery of the solar system through huge, mysterious structures. Plus, unlocking new planets will reward players with new suits and customization.
Man, fuck y'all, goddamn dumbass Xbox.
For launch. Looks amazing.
So inside Xbox is everything about Xbox. So like.
Yeah.
How does Jump Force fit into this? Yeah, Joel.
Wait, you said wait, what?
How does Jump Force fit into like this Xbox reveal thing?
It's gonna be a part of it. Remember, you do remember like when they first showed off Jump Force that they showed it off on Xbox first and not PlayStation?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What? This game looks lit. Nah, let me stop.
Yeah, you better stop.
How good is that, eh?
Mega Rock might be coming through.
Oh yeah, get the boy Mega Rock up in here.
System era the developers on launch.
Honestly though, I'll probably break off into a live reaction to this shit. That's what I'm gonna do, because I was streaming it, but then like my streams weren't popping, so I said, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I just, you know what? This is like a little preview stream, so I can watch it later and see what I can work on. Because I don't really be streaming like this, like this type of. Last time I streamed something like this, I was streaming a basketball game. So.
Yeah, you got your channel deleted.
Coming soon, I'll be joined by Joe Neat straight off the sloop from Rare to talk some big news on the Sea of Thieves.
We're getting close though, because they said whenever they show off after Sea of Thieves, that's when they're showing off that game.
Teamed up to build something special of their own. Take a look at what.
So right after they show off Sea of Thieves, that's when they're gonna switch to Jump Force. The Jump Force should hopefully be a decently sized section.
Yeah.
This nigga said Australian brethren.
Yeah, Typhoon had been a dream of
welcome everybody to the stream. You guys are free to say anything in the chat.
Whether it's EA or Warner Brothers or Ubisoft, for myself.
Please say something. I'm very lonely with my boy here, Jalil.
Either we're gonna do it now.
How are you lonely if I'm here? That made no sense.
No, I meant like, cause like just looking at the chat, it's just dead, you know.
Moved into a room with no windows and launched the studio. We flew.
Had to go. Had to raise steady.
Meeting with love.
You want to just wear mine?
Who had interest in having us start a new project.
It was in your car. I don't remember you bringing them in.
Oh, they're right here, man.
Really excited to
oh, silly goose.
So, Journey to the Savage Planet.
I'll probably chill, do some live reactions, do some videos,
and funny. I wanted the game to be as systemic as possible. I wanted to play a story.
Yo, what's up? Drop the stacks.
And the story we were, laying over the top.
What's going on, my boy?
To be sort of loud and different.
I'm here with my boy Jalil, watching the Xbox, waiting for some Jump Force.
Be careful, okay?
So, and something uplifting. So we choose to go like.
Let me know when you get to walk.
Just got out of work.
Give me high socks. Your ankles.
You're a space explorer sent by Kindred.
Oh no, they're gonna be freezing.
Company in space exploration, so they're not super always like perfect, right? Things don't go as expected, but you still.
Yo, Shinsui, welcome to the stream, man. What's going on?
See you later, okay?
Thank you for coming through, my man. We're watching everyone's stream. You got everybody's stream on a different tab.
Which was cool because it introduced people to the world. Once again, we would like to thank you.
This is the first time I ever streamed a stream, like in a while. It's been
it stopped for a minute too.
It's really hard to break through the noise. Obviously, if you want to see gameplay, and we will deliver gameplay.
Usually when I go work.
But we
am I on Xbox?
Nah, alright, be careful, baby. Okay.
PlayStation guy.
Love you.
I think that's enough questions with quote-unquote real people. I'm Martin Tweed.
I just want to see this new reveal for Jump Force. I heard there's gonna be either some gameplay, or there's gonna be some new shit.
I really just want to eat my fruit snack.
Oh yeah, did you look at them fruit snacks on deck?
Yeah, my last two.
Businesses and opportunities, and he's very hopeful and very smart, and secretly very ambitious, and not very worried about the safety of his.
Yo, what's good, Cosmic?
Strap your body to a rocket, and we'll send you hurtling through outer space. That's what we do. Armed with nothing but hope and a pistol, you will be the first to explore undiscovered.
Bro, this guy, bro.
Hopefully, you'll return to Earth in one piece. Onward to adventure.
You know, I never understood why people, if they're balding that bad, they don't just go completely bald. Something's going on here. What's going on? Sea of Thieves?
What's cracking, everybody? If you watched our big XO18 show from Mexico City, this guy will look familiar. Yep, it's Joe 3 Sheets Neat, executive producer for Sea of Thieves. How are you, Joe? Welcome back on the show.
Yo, whatever happened to Sea of Thieves? Like, when it first came out, it was like popping and stuff, and now it's like nobody even talking about it.
This weekend,
it's on the Peasants console. That's why.
When I tweeted this, I didn't expect it to be appearing on Inside Xbox, but So yeah, so I was playing in open crew, and I just joined. I was playing with a couple of kind of random strangers basically, and one of them was a kid and another player. And we were just playing. We formed an alliance with another crew. We were taking down the skeleton fort, and obviously you've got the microphone on and we're chatting and stuff. And then one of our kittens jumped on me.
How long do you think the stream is going to be, Jalil?
I love you, Munchkin.
Who said what?
So how long do you think the stream is going to go for?
I bet you the Jump Force part won't be anything longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You're straight out. Like, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, that was...
I think when the Jump Force pops up and it's over, I'm done with the stream.
Yeah, so there's the two of them. Yeah, there they are. Very lovely.
I would be. I'll just do like a live reaction. I mean, I'll watch it here, but I'll, you know, gotta do the. Oh my God!
Yeah, you gotta make that thumbnail. You gotta grab the. Yo, your thumbnail would be funny as shit.
Just basically since
then, we've just been people love them, so I make them. You know.
The numbers have been crazy. Like we've seen incredible streaming kind of success. So January, the month just gone, is our highest.
Whoa, did I not save this shit?
Like since the launch of the project, so even exceeding kind of March and April around when we launched. We've seen our
but if you're watching the stream, yo,
so since November,
please hit that like button. Maybe more people will come through.
During,
maybe.
And through to January,
I doubt it.
We've actually seen our player base kind of double in terms of our monthly active users. So more than double are playing it now on a monthly basis, and it's still kind of growing. So day on day, we look.
Yo, you pre-ordered Jump Force? That's what's up. Honestly, I might wait on it. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up though, so I can play it 3 days early because you know. But
I thought you said you weren't gonna pick it up.
Yeah. I still want to pick it up, even though I can't invite people. I was just really mad when I found that I couldn't invite people. Then when I really thought about it,
I'm just keep being honest, man. Like I said in my video, like it's to me. What I'm more worried about is the features like tournament mode and no endless. That's the one that bugs me more. The invite system, I don't know. Maybe just because I've gotten used to it in fighters, so it doesn't affect me as much.
Yeah.
In fighters, you tend to have like an invite button, but it's not hard at all. Plus, it's I ain't gonna say more secure, but it's kind of nice just to have like a locked room if you just want to do like a certain amount of people for endless. I mean, instead of having to invite everybody, they can just kind of walk in themselves.
Yeah, I think the endless and tournament mode should have already been in there. That's something that you should have expected to be in there already.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's why it kind of bugs me. I'm like, bro, like, come on.
Yeah. Bandai's always doing some shit, man.
But we want to offer that option kind of across the game, so for Arena and for Adventure when we bring that in. But our intent very much is that
someone said Aerosmith
kind of
jump.
Game as it currently exists now, that's what we kind of call it, and Arena will come in and be its own kind of option. We expect and want.
I forgot to save this shit last time.
To play together.
Playing fighters right now too.
That will be how we design it in the front end, how we surface it. So it's really going to be specifically if you really know that you want to go do this.
Someone said, "Let me get Gohan." For what, nigga? You can make him.
Kind of surfacing the players for Arena. So how we design it and how we do that will lead to the kind of behavior that we want. And so we've seen, you know, lots of conversation around this, around like, will this split players? Will it lead to kind of emptier servers? But that's not how our kind of game works. We have server migration, which moves people between servers to keep
Bandai Beyond
servers full and to keep the
Beyond Bead when you try to share play their games. That's a fact, yo. Imagine if you can't share play Jump Force. Probably can't.
I mean, I don't know.
You know how Bandai be blocking all the gameplay scenes and stuff, so you can't stream it.
I mean, you could probably stream it, but it probably will block out a couple scenes or something.
Yeah.
So just looking at the kind of player base, so from like 6 AM on Friday through to Monday, and our split is like 35% of the players kind of playing over the last weekend are playing on PC, and then I think it's 35.2%, and then 64.8% are kind of on Xbox. So you've got this great split of people across the two platforms, and that's really cool for us to see. You know, we value both platforms equally. We value all the players that are playing, and we love crossplay, but we just know with the Arena coming that we wanted to offer that option.
You know, I think it's funny that I think the majority of people that are watching this, I mean, I could be wrong, but the majority of people that are streaming this are here to watch Jump Force.
Indeed, yes.
I mean, I kept hearing we're going to have character reveals today, or at least over the next 24 hours.
Yeah, I heard the character roster is going to be leaked or something.
as an adventure out there and played with friends. And we really wanted to offer an opportunity to everybody.
I'm just more hoping that like we don't get a whole bunch of characters while I'm like going to work tomorrow. All right, so actually it's coming up soon, dude. Because after this Sea of Thieves shit right here, Jump Force, Jump Force.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, because it like right after the Sea of Thieves shit.
Uh-oh.
But if for some reason they haven't hopped on board yet, now might be the perfect time for them to dip a toe in the water with our Friends Play Free offer. From February 6th to February 13th, any existing players of Sea of Thieves can invite up to 3 of their friends to join them on the waves. Whether you own a physical or digital copy, or are playing with Game Pass, you can take advantage of this offer. Simply head to the Sea of Thieves website at seaofthieves.com. and then go to the Friends Play Free section. You'll be prompted to log in with
Yo, Stacks, what you think about this Sea of Thieves?
You'll be presented with 3 panels which you'll need to scratch to reveal your codes. Each 5x5
Does it interest you? Do you not care about it?
Access to play Sea of Thieves for the
Does
duration
it look
of
trash?
To celebrate this, Duke will also have a new voyage for you to complete, as well as offering you a new mercenary ship.
Yo, Jalil, I'm surprised Makai's not streaming this.
Probably at work. I told you, me and him are whatever.
Oh shoot, what happened, Jalil? Oh shoot.
Nothing really happened. Everyone always thinks something happened. My opinion about him has changed.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Alright, wicked. What else can we expect from the update tomorrow?
Cool. So, with this, like we talked
My
about,
boy said that shit is trash. Get it off the stream.
One of those is around just combat.
It's already done, I think. Well, they'll be talking about it for a little bit.
Recently, the proliferation of people using what we call the double gun kind of technique, which is something we didn't design.
I gotta work on my clickbaiting thumbnails and titles.
Really,
so.
Where people could shoot in quick succession with 2 kind of projectile.
Yo, Stacks, what do you think I should do to get more people in here?
We kind of nerfed that, for want of a better description, to stop that.
How should I title the stream?
Possible. And we've also taken the chance to do a bunch of.
I feel like everybody has the same title that I have.
Each weapon stand out and
my thumbnail game is kind of ass.
It won't be as easy.
But you know, I tried.
Kind of some of the weapons, if you're not aiming and things, it won't be as accurate. We're really trying to bring the sword into play and give the blunderbuss kind of more of a role, because we look at our data, we look at our feedback, and you know, like the balance isn't quite right at the moment. So you know, we're going to put this out there. We've been testing with pioneers. We want to test it now with our wider audience, and we're going to be looking at this and continuing to make changes and improvements. And you know, this is change, right? And so we'll expect to see some feedback on it, like we always will, right? Because people have got their muscle memory of how they play and what they like and what their techniques are. So be a bit of relearning there, but that's coming with this. And we talked about it a little bit in the video there, but we're kind of launching this new set of voyages called like mercenary voyages. And so for our players that have been playing, it's kind of similar to the Gilded Gifts we ran prior to Christmas, which was a really cool way to give these special voyages to players. It drove really interesting behavior in terms of people going out, doing these high-value quests, and then you had, you know, the people on the quest, you had people who were out hunting the seas looking for those players on the quest. You saw some really great kind of interaction between people. And so with Mercenary Voyages, the first one that's coming with this is for Friends Play Free, and it's really the perfect voyage for you to give to your friends. It gives them a tour of kind of the different trading companies and ends with the drunken chest. And so what we'll see is we'll see a lot of people out on these voyages. You'll see a lot of people with kind of quite a bit of treasure on stuff. So we'll see, is it going to drive that kind of player behavior again of the kind of people out on quests, the other people going looking, and which is what the shared world of Sea of Thieves is. But this is just a taster, really, and as we move forward, we want this to be a regular series of kind of mercenary voyages that we introduce. And what we want to do with that is just drive really interesting social behaviour between players, like drive people to different parts of the world, maybe force them to have their Reaper's Mark flag up so they're present on a map, like to go and do voyages like that.
Fire-ass gameplay for Jump Force.
So I think
I don't know.
Like the Gilded Gifts really proved that.
Yo,
quite simple,
I'm not gonna lie, I think Jotaro and Dio gameplay reveal would be fire. I mean, I don't even know Jotaro and Dio like that, but I know they're gonna.
So what I did was the other day, when I was watching Jotaro and Dio, like the episode where they fought against each other.
Yeah.
It was straight. It was straight. Like a lot of time stopping and shit like that, but they're straight.
And alongside that, there's lots of people stream Sea of Thieves, right? Loads and loads of our players have streamed the game, and we've had a lot of requests for people specifically to be able to kind of turn off the gamer tags of other crews that they encounter, because what you were seeing for some people, like who were watching streams, they were trying to get into those streams and almost just kind of stream snipe, basically, and so by identifying, joining other people's crews and getting in. So you'll be able to turn that off in the settings now. And we're looking at other feedback as well from streamers. There are other things that we can do. I think one of the requests we've had, which we're looking at, is can we turn off like the gamer tags of your crew as well, so that there's like just none of that stuff's visible. So I think we're looking at that at the studio. But yeah, there's a bunch of other bug fixes. But I think I'd expect a lot of the feedback, a lot of the kind of focus to be around the combat balancing and stuff. So we welcome that. We look, you know, on Reddit, on the forums, on Twitter.
You love feedback over there, right?
Honestly, right? Like you've got to. We always want to keep growing and evolving and doing new things with Sea of Thieves, and so it's really critical that our players give us constructive and open and honest feedback, and we'll keep being open and honest with them.
Absolutely. So we mentioned it earlier. Yeah. We got to wrap it up, unfortunately, but we're coming up to your first birthday, March the 20th. You must have big plans for that, right?
Yes. Sea of Thieves' first birthday. I'm not that young, but yeah, but yeah. So it is. It's March the 20th. Amazing that we'll be.
Yeah, Stacks. A lot of people don't know about this stream, man. There's a lot of people streaming this.
So not releasing, but announcing a kind of a mega update for one of them.
They all have the same title, same everything. I just can't think of anything creative to title
like Arena, like Pets, like the work that we're doing on the quest system to kind of bring a bit more story and lore and things to that. There's all of these things plus more that we're like basically the entire kind of team is working on. We're going to be announcing it, so we're going to be announcing kind of what's in it on March 20th and when it's coming. And like, so our community, of which there's a lot, and we've got, you know, all of these players that are playing and loving Sea of Thieves right now. They have to be a little bit patient until then, but trust me, it's worth it. And when I talk about
Yo, Jello, who you trying to clap and jump for?
Being kind of bigger than the last. That's because I know all the things that we're currently working on.
Right, that's what I was saying.
That's the #1 person, obviously. After him, I'll just go down the ranks. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter.
It sounds like you get a pretty good party bag out of that as well. Indeed. Joe, always a pleasure to see you, mate. Thank you. Send my love back to the studio. I miss you all. And we'll see you again soon. Cheers.
Oh, Jump Force is here. It's here. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Coming Jump Force. Earlier, Rukari, who literally has a Goku tattoo on his arm.
Let's go. Nakajima, what's good, nigga?
From Bandai
Goku tattoo?
And got a look at some never-before-seen video footage.
Oh. Okay.
Look at this Poindexter ass nigga.
UG, you better get this shit right.
All right, how are y'all doing today? First of all, I just gotta say,
lit.
something around this game is intense. I mean, I've got a Dragon Ball tattoo. I'm ready to go, but what I want to know is, how are you going to keep fans hyped after the game launches in 10 days?
すでに9人のプレイヤブルキャラクターとそのアバターコスチュームに関して追加するという
He's saying, well, we're gonna release all these DLCs. Hopefully, everybody buys the game.
Griffin's saying he's talking about characters and stages.
Oh, for real? Oh, he's translating it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Remember, Griffin Station knows Japanese.
また、それと同時にですね、
今作
バトルの調整やゲームの改善も定期的に行っていこうと思ってます。すでにオープンベータテストのご意見を参考にバトルの調整を入れていて、それがローンチのタイミングで皆さんにお届けできるかと思います。今後もこれから本作に関してはお客様がずっと
all on events and free updates?
我々は
free updates?
というふうに思ってます。
Alright, so we just already announced 9 characters.
For real?
We have avatar costumes and things like that. But not only that, we also have free updates and also many more IP cross costumes. We're going to have some online events as well in the online content. So something that comes in periodically every now and then. We also are going to be doing adjustments in the battle and balancing mechanics periodically. Based on player feedback, so that people can.
Bro, look how innocent he looks, bro.
The game as the battle and the game develops. We also have beta.
What? World premiere?
So a lot of our user feedback is going.
Let's go, nigga.
Wait, what happened? What happened, Jello?
Stop the chit chat, you fucking Asian men. Get to the goddamn video.
Wait, what happened, Jello?
Well, that's great to hear. I love the community bits, and I especially love that free part. Now, I hear there's a world premiere.
They said that we're getting a world premiere trailer right here.
A world premiere?
もうすでに2月4日に発表したんですけれども、新しいジャンプフォースのキャラクターで
My boy Stacks is hype. He said, "Let's go."
So it's just the JoJo's gameplay.
I told you. Didn't I tell you, Jalil?
Fucking bent.
So on February 4th, we already.
Alright, let's see how they play though. I haven't.
Two characters.
How did I know this was?
I'm gonna do a reaction to this anyway. So
how did I know this was gonna happen? Alright, hold on.
So we're gonna take a look at that.
Awesome.
Ooh, a new stage.
Fan. I'm super excited for this. So thank you so much for joining us today. It was an absolute pleasure. All right. Well, no more waiting.
What, Griffin? You're not showing this? Griffin,
why not?
They play. He plays pretty much like Yugi. Plays pretty much like Yugi.
What?
Like we all kind of thought.
Uh-oh.
They kind of play the same though.
Wait.
Oh, Griffin, you're covering this shit up.
Why is he covering it? I'm looking at the. I don't care. I'm looking at it. Oh shit.
I'm watching it on Max's because he keeps covering shit on his.
What? You can't tell me this ain't lit.
Okay, they play like Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Magician, but easier combo.
No, this is way better than Yugi. The way Yugi plays. Oh shit. Oh, that was short. That was short. He does play like Yugi though.
Next up, Jeff is going to get to the.
But I'd prefer to play with Jotaro and Dio over Yugi.
Check out this hauntingly cool story trailer.
That was it? Yo. Yo. Yo, Jalil.
That's it, nigga.
I can't. Yo. What? That was it?
Max looks bamboozled.
Bro! What the fuck? Wait a second. That's it. Oh my god. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. So that's it? This is it? Like, no more Jump Force?
Nope, this is it.
Oh my, no. No, I'm ending the stream. I want to thank you guys for coming through. I might upload the Jotaro and Dio gameplay later today or tomorrow. Yeah, there's no reason for me to stream this for the rest of this. I mean, unless I'm really trying to get views. Should I keep streaming this, Jill?
It's up to you, fam. The rest of it, it's only like two more. There's only one more thing they're showing off after this anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I want to thank you guys. I'll be uploading Jotaro and Dio gameplay later. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. How do I end this shit?